Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Sexton 1. It is the Tier 3 British Premium SPG, and this one's located on the east spawn of Sand River under the command of Talon 1958. And I think you can see it's in a What Arty Noobs skin, kindly provided by Sir Rusty, so thank you very much for that. Now this is one of the only two premium SPGs in the game. The other one being the 105 FH18B2. And what makes them different, what makes this one different, is that it's actually on the American server. In fact, you cannot get this Arty on the British server at the moment because it hasn't been on sale for some time. And Talon's just moved position just a little. You can see that the range of this SPG is virtually the entire map, not quite, so he's had to move just a little to get the other end of the map in range, and he's looking for any tracer coming from the riverbed on the exact opposite position near the enemy cap, and there's nothing in sight yet, so he's decided to adjust the aim for where he thinks the TDs will be first spotted. And there's usually somebody sitting at that rock, but nobody in sight yet because there's nobody close enough. In fact, the Panzer 1C is probably the one that's going to be the first one to sight any of the enemy. In fact, no, he's not the first to sight, but he has spotted a Cruiser 4, and there's a Type 91, which is a Tier 3 Japanese heavy, and we're dialing in on that. We've got at least another 3 seconds before we're ready, and round out. It's perfectly aimed, and it doesn't look as if he's there anymore. He's probably moved. Okay, down on the south end of the map we can see a BTSV, and the enemy had a BT7 just killed. We're going for this BTSV, which is another premium vehicle, a Tier 3 premium vehicle, very fast and also very rare and now very dead. Okay, we got a T28 sitting on top of the dunes, Imperious, and he's totally oblivious to the fact he's being dialed in on by an Arty, and that round just lands near him. I think he's aware now that an Arty is after him, but we've now focused on our looks and we're dialing in. Another couple of seconds. Okay, we're ready and round out, and I think the looks move because I saw a tree move. Oh, T127 Soviet Tier 3 Premium, and we're dialing in on him. We're loaded. Round out. Direct hit wipes him out for 250 hit points. Now we're getting the hits. Some of these tanks are moving about quite a bit, which makes it very difficult to hit them sometimes, but just occasionally they stay still long enough to take aim at one of our team, and then we fire a round in, and that round was fired at that M8A1. Now there's a 10 TP up in the north, but I don't think we can hit him because there's a rock face in between. He's just altering position a little. Okay, now we've got that Type 91 or the Electo. The Electo's just moving back behind that rock. He's a tank destroyer, which is very, very low, very difficult to see normally. And any second now he should stop moving to aim. He's doing that. Round out. This should hit. It does! And he got a fire! And he's gone down, but actually he was taken out by the Panzer 1C. At least I thought it was a fire, but in fact actually it was the Panzer 1C pumping rounds into his back. And in fact we're doing very well with 5 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. And Talon's decided to move a little closer to the enemy because they were just at maximum range. And just above the enemy cap there's an M2 medium and there's an enemy Arty. He's going after the enemy Arty, the Vespa. It's a Tier 3 German. Still a few seconds to dial in, but that Arty will probably still be there. He's fully dialed in now, rounds out. Now we didn't see if that hit the target, but it may have hit the target. Now we're aiming for an Su-85B who was down in that dip. And don't appear to have hit it. Going back to where the Vespa was last seen. That's it, just about there. He's just adjusting his position and he's going to fire at that spot. Nope, no joy. Going back to where the M2 medium was last seen. Oh, there's that M8A1. He's up in that heights again. Gone back to one of those lookouts and pulling back to avoid counterfire. Now, can we get him when he stops to take aim? Well, he's just adjusting his position. We've lost sight of him again. Oh, we got the Arty! That was a blind kill of the M7 Priest, who was sitting up there as well. Hadn't been seen, but he received the shot that was meant for the M8A1, and it wiped him out. So, blind kill. Unfortunately, we lose the M5A1. We fire at the M8A1, and that's a bit late. Falls behind him. Right, now, we've got that SU-85B. We're dialing in. Still a few seconds before we'll be ready. Almost ready. Now, rounds out. Direct hit. 89 hit points. And it looks like he was killed immediately afterwards by our Panzer Selbstfahrverleiter via B. And there was just an explosive ammo rack on the FCM 36 Pack 40. And we're now looking to try and get that M8A1 again. He's being a bit of a nuisance. Now, can we get a shot in? Wait for him to stay still for long enough. Okay, he's now still. Oh, no, he moves. So that hit shell hits where he was. He must know that he's being fired upon. And, of course, he's now outnumbered. There's only 2 enemy versus 5 of us. We fire a round in and... Oh, it's close. Very close. It looked like it almost damaged his tracks. And the enemies managed to kill our T-40, unfortunately. That's M8A1. And now he's being killed by the Su-85 on our team. That means there's only 1 enemy left. It's that Vespa. And he was last seen just in the roundabout this position, but he's probably moved by now. I would think he would have moved. We see a bird fly through the field. No, we can't hit him. He's a non-player character. No. Others are saying he might be in the little village, the other side of the riverbed. It's a possibility. He's not where he was last seen, that's for sure. And the Su-85 is cutting across the riverbed right now. He might be in this corner. Yes, he is in the riverbed, but he's on the other side. And there you are. It's been spotted. The Su-85 is going for the kill. We're going for the kill. Rounds out. And, oh, he's killed. And our round rebounds against the side of the vehicle. So we know it would have been a direct hit and probably would have wiped out that Vespa. But it's game over. And let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a second-class tanker for Talon 1958 in the Sexton 1. He also got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8. And he got a win 8 of that battle for 3,524. Now, let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest amount of damage on his team, 649 hit points, but it was actually that M8A1 who was so difficult to kill. He actually picked up not only a high caliber, the highest amount of damage, he also got a top gun, funnily enough. He got 1,319 hit points. He was a very dangerous character because he was shooting from that little top point, the name of Rommel's dog, so he must actually be quite good. Yeah, so he managed to get 1,319 hit points and 7 kills. Pardon me, excuse me. Sorry, big sneeze there. I couldn't hold in any longer. Talon managed to get 2 kills. Wasn't the highest score on his team. That went to the T40, who got 4, but he was taken out by that M8A1 as well. When it came to base XP, it was the M5A1 Stuart on our team who got the highest amount. He got 525. Talon managed to get 478, but the highest scorer, funnily enough, for XP was on the enemy team. It's Rommel's dog again in that M8A1. He managed to get 594 base XP, but unfortunately he lost the game in the end. He did get killed by the Su-85. So let's have a look at the detailed report. Well, Talon fired 15 rounds. He got 5 direct hits, 2 penetration and 5 splash. Damage of 649 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy but killed 2 of them and did damage assistance of 92 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 26,595 credits, got 10,638 credits for holiday ops, and that brought up a total of 37,233. And after ammunition resupply, and remember this ammo is very cheap, he actually ended up with 35,988 credits overall. He got 717 XP for the game, times 5 for the first victory of the day, 646 for completing the holiday ops and the mission events, and his total, including the bonus for being a premium vehicle of 430, came to 4,661 experience points altogether. So pretty good round there by Talon 1958. Shows the Sexton 1. It's a little easier to play, I think, than the Sexton 2. It's much more fun, but unfortunately, Wargaming haven't put it on sale for some time, and I doubt if they ever will put it on sale again, because to be honest, I think the reason is that they're scared of putting SPGs on sale in the gift shop, just in case the ordinary tank players complain that they're being hit by premium vehicles all the time. Well, I think they wouldn't do a bad thing if they did put this on sale, because after all, it is tier 3. The only people it's likely to hit are the noobs, and it would also enable somebody who is new to Arty to get some extra XP for training their crews and train them faster, and encourage them to go up the British line and try out the British SPGs. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.